Yo guys, Roachy here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a player review, but not just a normal player review. I'm reviewing, I guess you could call it a duo player review, pretty much. I'm reviewing these two centre backs, comparing them, Jordan Lukaku, and of course Theo Hernandez. They both are very similar stats wise, so I'm just going to go dive into their in-game stats, guys, compare them from there. We're going to play two games in today's video, and I'll decide which one is my favorite. So hopefully I can help influence your decision if you want to buy them or not by the end of the video. So just starting off here, Jordan Lukaku. Okay, so straight off the bat, his weaknesses, he's 5'10". Obviously needs to be taller for a centre back. But of course we haven't played games yet, so I don't know if that's going to be the biggest of deals or not. But the 4-star weak foot looks nice, of course, on a centre back that is needed. Of course, he's going to be rapid. Passing stats look decent. Reactions are okay, composure's okay, and overall he's going to be good on the ball because he's originally a wing back. Defensively as well, he looks very good with a sentinel chem style. Obviously, heading accuracy marking could be a little bit higher, but the main ones, the interceptions and stand tackling, are quite good. And the strength as well is good as well. 88 boosted up to 96. The jumping 77, which is a little bit iffy, but we are going to get that up to 85. So hopefully that's okay. That Jordan Lukaku card, in my opinion, definitely looks a good one, and I'm definitely excited to use. 99k is what he costed me. And Theo Hernandez, 106k. He's 6 foot, medium work rates, just like Lukaku. He's 3-star. They've both got left foots. Be in mind with that, guys. Of course, pace, we're definitely not going to worry about that. They're going to be able to catch up to any player. And passing stats, Hernandez look very good as well. Vision a little bit low, but I don't think that matters. Overall, I think passing looks good. Dribbling stats. Now, this is where it gets worrying, guys, because those reactions and composure are very low. I sound like the Panthers, don't I? But that might be a bit of an issue. I can't tell in-game what reactions and composure do. I don't know how it works, but I hear from a lot of players who are a lot better than me and know a lot about FIFA, that is a very important stat on any player in the game. So we're going to have to watch out on that, guys. Defensively, all round, looks amazing again. And physical stats. So obviously he is strong, 87 strength, boosted up to 95. Aggression looks decent, but that jumping, guys, as well. He's 6 foot tall, but 66 jumping is not good at all. So there we go. But we haven't played with the cards yet, so they could play completely different in-game. But they definitely look like fun cards to use. So we're going to do in 2 games in today's video, as I said before, guys. Let's get into it, and hopefully these cards are good fun. Also, excuse the rest of the defense, because I needed to buy a cheap team just to fill some players in. So, yeah. Into the first game we go, and thanks to the new update, or whatever it is, I've gone up to Division 4. So I don't know if the competition's going to change here, guys, but there we go. First team is pretty much a full French team. I guess you could say a standard team at this period in FIFA. So hopefully we can start off well. Alright, here we go. First touches, Hernandez, Lukaku. Of course, I'm not going to try and feed them, but I want to see how they play on the ball as well. Just look how rapid they are as well. So I reckon both of these players, definitely, since they're originally both wing backs, definitely viable options to actually just bomb up the field. Not too far, but you can definitely make that run. Like Future Stars Militao, somebody very similar as well. Somebody who's originally a wing back, and is that Future Stars card now a centre back. It's one of those players you can afford to run upfield and they're actually comfortable on the ball. So that's definitely going to be a pro for both of these cards as we swing it in and get a corner. Let's see if I can find one of them on the head. I don't know if that's Lukaku right there, but I'm going to go and look. Arnautovic. Nope, that's Jordan Lukaku right there with a sick haircut. Bang. Over his head. Lukaku. The centre back going on a run. Going to cross it in. Almost got it. That's a foul. Given we got a free kick, why not try and score a free kick with one of these full birthday players. Theo Hernandez has the better of the stats. So let's go. Top left corner. Can he do it? Oh my days, he forced a tough save out of the keeper. Theo Hernandez, fair play. That was actually a very accurate free kick. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but there you go. I see him waiting there just at the front post, but gonna be hard to find him. And Jordan Lukaku's there. Good link up play. Kondogbia with the strike. Good save by Lloris. Go on, Hernandez. Great tackle by Lukaku. This could be a transition now from defense into attack. All started by Lukaku. Okay, terrible pass by me. Well covered by Hernandez there. Go on, boys. Oh, almost got me at the back post, and great save by the non-rare keeper. Head it out, boys. Oh, this is terrible. Was that Hernandez? I think that was Hernandez right there. Off the post. I am getting so lucky right now. Just clear your lines, boys. Come on. Well done, Lukaku. I'm pretty sure that was Hernandez with the slide there. But that was just, I don't even know. That was just a mess at the back right there. Go on, boys. See, look how quick the defense is to actually... You don't have to worry. The centre-backs are always going to keep up with the... As I concede that header, I don't know how he scored that. But yeah, you don't have to worry about tracking back at all, guys, because both the centre-backs are always going to be able to catch up, as I reiterated before. But I think it's just issues like that, maybe even, like, against players like Lukaku. What am I doing there? When it's just such a big mismatch, like height-wise and in the air, they could be able to struggle. But I haven't noticed anything significantly bad so far as the halftime whistle goes. We are 1-0 down. The game's even. This guy's a decent player. Let's get in the second half. Obviously, it's still early doors. I can't really judge so far. So we'll see how we go in the second half. Hopefully, we can get back in the game. Oh, Lukaku does his man there. These are the runs that I need in my life at centre-back. Go on, Lukaku. Okay, he's lost it. But there you go. Hernandez is there to cover. And what a stand tackle by Hernandez there as well. Well done by the lad. Oh, I haven't got a man in the middle. And I thought I conceded there. Hernandez just couldn't keep up to the head of Lukaku. The other Lukaku, my Lukaku, was in no man's land there. I'm lucky I didn't concede. Go on, Lukaku. Go on, Lukaku. There we go. Passing's very crisp by both centre-backs, which is what I like. Oh no, I pushed too far forward there with Lukaku. He still got back though. Stupid slide tackle by me. Still manages to get the ball. He practically runs into me there. Still well done to Lukaku though. Great switch out to Rashford. Ibra, make the run. Cut inside. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Finesse shot, corner. This just proves that I haven't played this game in weeks. Properly. Lukaku tries to do his brother. Unfortunately, he isn't superior. We do have the ball again. Lukaku loses it. Primarily because of my fault. You've got to get back there. The left back, Hernandez, pushed forward too far. Okay. Go on, boys. Okay, that was shit. Do or die now, boys. I've gone all out attack. Oh, well done by Ibra. Aubameyang. Chip cross. Kondogbia. Get there, Ibra. Long legs. Good interception by Hernandez. Here we go, boys. Rivaldo. Space for a long shot. Strikes. Arias gonna swing it in. Get there, boys. Oh my days. How have we not scored from that? Rivaldo. Bang. This is beautiful football. Perfectly timed. Ibra does what Ibra does. And there we go. We've equalised in the 88th minute. What a strike. That's full time, boys. Game has ended 1-1. Was lucky to get the final equaliser with Ibra. Great shot by him. But why you guys are here is, of course, to see how Lukaku and Hernandez perform. Lukaku got a man of the match performance, and I would honestly agree with that, guys. Especially positioning-wise, sometimes I bomb a little bit too far forward. I don't know if the medium work rates is because of that. Of course, it would be better if they had low attacking work rates. But a lot of these, what am I saying? Lukaku and Hernandez made a lot of interceptions, both of them. I'd say at least minimum 3. Of course, because of the pace, and the defensive abilities are both decent as well. So there you go, 3 out of 3 tackles by Lukaku, 1 out of 1 tackles by Hernandez. So 100% ratio for both of them. I'm going to go and log all these stats as well, so we can kind of compare at the end of the review. But what could I say weaknesses wise? Of course, they're both not the tallest. I can kind of tell that in the air. Sometimes, like, the guy had Lukaku up front, and it was definitely going to be hard to defend against. He scored his goal, of course, from a header. And I guess partially to blame, you could say the centre-backs, but not particularly. But I reckon in a long-term situation, having Hernandez and Lukaku at the back, obviously both not being the tallest, both not having the highest jumping stat could be a little bit of an issue. But overall, first game, I had a lot of fun with these cards. And it just, of course, being quick, they're just enjoyable to use. Like, I even went on a few runs with Lukaku, and Hernandez almost scored a free kick. Here we go, second and final game of the video. Who are we coming up against? It's going to be Lukaku up front again. Okay, hopefully we can keep him at bay this time in the air. We'll have to see how we go, guys. Decent team all round again. Let's get it, boys. Go on, boys. All covered by Hernandez in the center. Good tackle as well, but they get the ball back, and the silver somehow clutches up there. But that was well done by Hernandez. There you go, Lukaku's bombed too far forward. And that was I think that was Lukaku who actually managed to get like somewhat of a touch on that to help us out there. But yeah, he did bomb a little bit too far forward, and that's been an issue with both of these players, is that they do sometimes get a little bit too carried away. They can catch up, obviously because they are so quick, but sometimes they can't. It's hard to explain. But what I'm trying to say is that that is a little bit of a negative, in that sometimes they get a little bit too far forward. As I do score that goal, scores 1-0, boys. You love to see it. Who was that? Decoro. Good link-up play by the two centre-backs. Here we go, bursting run with Lukaku. Gets past 1, gets past 2. Make that 3. Doesn't have the agility to hold on to it. And now it's like a 1v4. And luckily, they've screwed it. Oh, Lukaku doing him dirty. Oh, I keep making stupid dribbles, and he should be able to score this. And he does so. That was all because I wanted that. Got a little bit too carried away with Lukaku, went on a run, and that's one thing you don't want to do with these centre-backs, is don't get too far forward. I was saying before, you can afford to do it, and yes, it is a bit of fun. They are good on the ball, both of these centre-backs, but if you get caught out, you can easily be left with just like a 1v3 at the back, and it's definitely not a good situation. And there we go, through the middle. And he scored. I don't know what happened there. Lukaku just made a brilliant run through the middle, and Hernandez couldn't even catch up. And that's one of those things as well, boys, is that I can tell, especially with Hernandez, in games like this, they just don't, like, with Lukaku up front, they cannot compete strength-wise. It's just impossible. So yeah, I really shouldn't have conceded that. I was surprised that Lukaku got through so easily there. Didn't even have to compete with the pace of both of my centre-backs. So yeah, now we're 2-1 down all of a sudden. Head that. Well done by Lukaku in the air. Here we go, boys. Before half-time. Hernandez. What am I saying? Hernandez. Headed. Hernandez. Oh my god, is he offside? Please tell me he's not offside. There we go. I said before half-time, guys. Aubameyang with a cross. Hernandez in the middle. There we go. 2-2 is the score. Bang. What a cross by Aubameyang. What a header as well. Wow, both teams have scored with both their 2 shots on target. So here we go, guys. Last 45 minutes with both these two players. I'm not going to say who I prefer at the moment now. I'm going to wait for that right at the end of the video. But yeah, that second goal was a real shame, how Lukaku went right through the middle. So yeah, that's the one problem with Hernandez, is that he doesn't feel as strong for me. Which doesn't seem right, because his strength is in the mid-80s, and with the Sentinel, it's boosted more. I don't know if it's down to aggression. I might have to check his aggression, guys. Oh no, hopefully he's not sent off. Please don't send off Lukaku for that. Oh no, no, don't do it, please don't do. Did he do it? I think he's all good. Okay, he's all good. As I say that, I lunge in with What's his name? No. Oh, wait, what? He didn't give that a penalty? Okay, I'm kind of happy for that. I'm not happy that I conceded the goal. But that was a stupid tackle yet again, proving how bad I am at FIFA by Lukaku. In the box, and it wasn't given a penalty. I don't know what's wrong with the refs in these games, guys. Come on, boys, in the middle. Here we go. Ibra. There we go, 3-all. It's that easy when you've got Ibra in the middle. Oh, couldn't get the interception. Please tell me he's offside. Is he not offside? 4-3 is a score. Lukaku probably should have intercepted the ball there. And Hernandez probably could have even got a block there. I don't know, I might need to have to look at the replay. But 4 goals conceded this game has been nowhere near as good as last game defensively wise. Gonna have to go all out attack now. Come on, Lukaku. Oh, I'm really gonna have to mark that run on the other side. And, oh, don't score a cheese goal like me on that. Oh my days. 5-3, that's going to be the end of the game, boys. Henrik Mkhitaryan scores off an absolute shambles goal. Oh, what even is that? Come on, boys. That's the end of the game, boys and girls. 5 goals conceded. That is honestly disgusting. I played a lot worse defensively this game. There you go. Look, I got a 6.9 to Hernandez's 8.2, so it kind of evened itself out in both games. I'll discuss my overall thoughts and my rating, and which one do I think is worth purchasing more right in a second. A real shame to lose that game. All out attack, and I had Decore at left wing. I didn't even realize that. Anyway, guys, let's get into the overall summary and rating. Should be good. Okay, so here we go. Overall summary and rating between Lukaku and Hernandez, and which one is better. Now, this is hands down one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, because they're both the same price, pretty much. And in terms of performance in game, I only got to play 2 games with them, so it's obviously hard to decide which one's better, considering that I'm so inexperienced with playing them. First game, in my opinion, Lukaku was a lot better. He just feels stronger, guys. And again, I keep looking back to that reactions and composure. Although they're not amazing, they're significantly better than Hernandez's 70 and 69 composure. But let me just out of the way first before I decide which one's better. Let's talk about the pros and cons for each player. Okay, so first pro for Lukaku is going to be his pace, of course. It goes without saying, guys. I don't even need to talk about it in detail. He's just quick. He's just quick. His passing for me, distribution was actually very good. Of course, being a left back, he's going to have a little bit more high passing than most centre backs. So I'd say passing definitely another big pro as well. Dribbling does help as well. On the ball, he did feel comfortable. Of course, I did make some stupid runs, and that did, of course, make him lose the ball. But at the same time, compared to most centre backs, he's very comfortable on the ball, and you can afford to make those runs upfield if need be. And defensively wise, I said it before, guys, overall, stand tackling, defensive altogether, was brilliantly. Interceptions are very high, 93, pushed up to 97 with the Sentinel Chem style. And yeah, he made a lot of interceptions, a lot of stand tackles, just what I expected when coming into the games with him, and he definitely did live up to that. In terms of physical stats, I'm not going to give you strength as a pro. He was quite aggressive as well, but I'm not going to touch any of the physicals as a pro because compared to other centre backs, it kind of just seemed normal, I guess. And in terms of his final pro, he's 4-star weak foot. He does help out a lot. You'd never see any centre backs really with 4-star weak foots. And Lukaku does have that. I'm struggling to get words out, guys. And of course does help out a lot. Now, on to his negatives. 5'10", doesn't help out at all on a centre back. You do not want that. But I thought he had medium work rates. Looking at it now, high medium work rates, and I can totally tell that. Does bomb upfield quite a lot, and I know he is quick and he does have the pace to get back, but sometimes not. Sometimes he does struggle to get back, and that left a lot of holes in my defense a lot of the time. So I would say high medium work rates is definitely a negative. And in terms of his final negative, I'm trying to think of one, guys, but nothing really pops out at me. Of course, in the air, that kind of relates to height as well. I thought his strength was okay. But yeah, height and, of course, work rates. Definitely 2 major things on a centre back. and those were his two standout negatives for me. Now on Hernandez and his pros and cons. In terms of first pro, it's going to stand out again. That's of course his pace, absolutely rapid, converted from a left back to a centre back, so he's going to have that pace. And yeah, just like Lukaku, he's rapid. And just like Lukaku as well, I found him to be very good on the ball. Passing out of the back, 87 short passing is very helpful as well. So yeah, nice crisp passes from him, and I can't even remember him making a mistake at the back from a pass. In terms of defensively, brilliant, like interceptions wise again, and stand tackling wise. Just all around the board defensively, definitely very good at making tackles. Looking at his physicals now, guys, and I could definitely tell without jumping, was a bit of an issue. Lukaku wasn't the best in the air. He did win a few headers, but Hernandez specifically, I can't remember him winning a header. And in those big game situations, like when you got Lukaku up front and he's got to be defending him with 66 jumping, that's a bit of a con. So that's my first big con for Hernandez. Now, in terms of height, he is a little bit taller, but at the same time, jumping is key. Like 6 foot still isn't the tallest for a centre back, and with low jumping, you do not want that. Medium work rates. Now, that isn't a con. I could tell that he did sit back a little bit more further than Lukaku. That did make him better in that aspect. And to be honest, that's his only major con for me, is of course his aerial ability. Everything else, some particular aspects weren't amazing, but nothing specifically stood out. The jumping is the main one. And of course, I am looking at those reactions and composure right now. I can't tell the difference. I don't know what it does, reactions and composure in game, but I definitely know that that's going to be a bit of an issue. So just for reasons for all you guys commenting, I'm going to put down reactions and composure as a con as well. Okay, so after my massive rant on both players, which one is better and which one should you buy over the other? So drum roll please. Which one is better? The better centre back, in my opinion, just is Lukaku. Now let me state my reasons. Okay, so first things first, 4-star weak foot. Definitely you need that on a centre back. Not that the weak foot worried me as much on Hernandez, but it's good to have that in mind. 4-star weak foot. I just felt like defensively, Lukaku felt a little bit better. Of course, Hernandez was good, but Lukaku went into those tackles a little bit more stronger and aggressively. The jumping does help as well. 77 jumping still wasn't the best, but compared to 66 and is boosted up to 85, I felt like he was a little bit more reliable in the air. This is my personal opinion as well, guys, so you don't have to believe it. But 80 reactions and 78 composure compared to Hernandez's 69 and 70 is of course a little bit better as well. And Lukaku overall on the ball, in my opinion, felt a little bit more comfortable as well. So just those little things, I felt like Lukaku edged it. He did cost me, like, it doesn't really matter, but 7k cheaper. The main thing you need to worry about for Lukaku though is just those high medium work rates. Make sure that he does not bomb upfield, otherwise he could cause some issues. So make sure if you are using Lukaku at centre back, pairing up with a guy, someone like Chiellini who has low high work rates, who is going to sit back while you are attacking. So yeah, overall ratings for these guys, Lukaku I'm going to give an 8.5 out of 10, and Hernandez I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. Both very enjoyable centre backs. And let me know in the comment section down below as well, guys, which one did you prefer? Do you have any queries against me? If so, that's fine. But thank you all for watching the video. If you do want to see more duo play reviews like me comparing players down the line, then feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, because I thought it was a fun video to make. If you are new to the channel and watching this, it would mean a lot if you could subscribe, click the post notifications button, and like the video if you did enjoy. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.
Dès le départ, je fonce dans ma rime avec talent en or, habile comme Itachi. Je vois ma vie qui défile et des fils de pute. J'opère la tête comme d'habitude. J'ai des souvenirs qui restent dans la tête. Je pars pas quatre chemins si je veux finir artiste. J'ai que les haters, je ne fais que raccrocher comme si Billy Loomis c'était au bout du fil. Avec ma tête et ma dégaine, je dégaine pour te faire ta fête. Toi tu bégayes comme BS, je te graille. Puis je monte dans BM, tu crois sur BS, je percerai si je trouve la faille. Je termine la vitesse où je débite, tu débutes.